Yay, I'm live. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Let me get this camera situated. No, that ain't gonna work. Hunter, Rave, Lori, welcome. If if my Wi-Fi holds up, hey Justin, if my Wi-Fi holds up, I'm going to attempt to make a long, hi Madison. If my Wi-Fi holds up, I'm going to attempt to make a long rambling, well hopefully it won't be too long, but I have a lot of things to catch you guys up on. It's, okay, literally when I pulled my camera out a few minutes ago, I was going to start the video with it's a lazy, hazy, rainy day here in Central Florida. But look, the sun is out. The sun is out, and now it is majestically beautiful. I love living in Florida. I love the heat. I love the rain. I love the sun. I love my neighbors. I love Zephyr Hills. Zephyr Hills is a really small community. It's a place you would never really visit on purpose. And everybody here knows what I mean. No one takes offense to that. Hi, Vicky. No one would take offense to that, okay? The reason I say that is when you come to Florida, you're thinking to yourself, where's the beach? Well, living in Zephyr Hills is like living in any nowhere town, anywhere in America that's lush and green and beautiful and quiet and peaceful. And there's a slightly older community down here and older folks. And I don't mean me, I'm not old. I mean older folks. And they're so pleasant and peaceful. Anyway, but it's just like living in rural America. But you're an hour away, at least here in Zephyr Hills, you're an hour away from the biggest amusement parks in the world and the best beaches in the world. And in Central Florida, I'm kind of northeast of Tampa, but in closer to Central Florida, you're close to both sides of the coast, and you can go to the beaches on both sides. So Vero Beach is that way, and Daytona and all of that stuff, and then I've got Clearwater and Naples and everything over on the other side. So anyway, I've rambled on a bit about Florida. I love living here. I love coming back here when I travel all over. I just came back from a cross-country road trip, and which I haven't really quite explained much about. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Karen. Hi, Hunter. Hi, Art. I hope you guys stick around and hang with me for a minute. I've got some updates for you. Some of you, okay, so I got to sit down somewhere. I'm gonna wander and go crazy. Yeah, I do have a lot to say. First of all, where do I start? Hey, Matt. I used to be a prolific content creator. I made lots and lots of videos, and I shared the intricate ins and outs of my life. I narrated, on almost a daily basis, what was going on inside of my head. I have no desire to do that anymore. I don't know why, but I'm not saying like it was like a failed experiment or I regret it. It's just years and years and years of sharing everything and being, I don't know. It's like you can't really ever start over when everybody knows everything about you, It's like you're always out there. So I'm always out there. I'm a little invisible here in Zephyr Hills. Not a lot of people ask a lot of questions about me or my life. They just kind of accept this new guy in town. And I hang out at a place called Cheers, 54. It's a local bar that I go to. And it's, there's a dance floor. And Anyway, it's just I have some friends there. I walked in the bar last night and like, I felt like I was home. So anyway, I shout out to all my Zephyr Hills friends who make me feel really home here. But okay. Lord have mercy. I have some more serious things I want to tell you guys. Okay. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Brenda. So I'm going to have to sit down. All right. I haven't made a video in a while. A lot's going on. I used to be really feel natural doing this. Now it feels a little, I don't know what I'm doing. My life has, and right now is a really good time to be like kind of catching up. Hi, Doug. My life, shit, look how white it is behind me now. I want you guys to see how beautiful it is out, and I can't get settled. Maybe I'll take my chair out here. My life has gone through quite a lot of changes in the last 2.5, 3 years since my divorce and my separation. My entire, I guess, my life, my identity as a father, as a husband. You guys have been following me. A lot of people have been following me for a long time because I've been on YouTube and posting this stuff. And so right out of my marriage, I wanted to be anywhere but by myself. Anywhere but by myself. I mean, like 5 minutes out of my marriage. Like, okay, this is over. We've got to move on. And okay, well, what am I going to do next? There was nothing in my mind that wanted to be alone and find myself and go do all the things that, a family holds you back from doing. And, if I were single and blah, blah, blah. I didn't want to do anything by myself. I just wanted to be with someone else, be in someone else's head and someone else's life and someone else's drama. I wanted to escape, is the truth. And I did. I found plenty of distraction. I found women who were as lonely as I was, that were, and in similar places that I was, that, we kind of went on some journeys together, but neither one of us probably belonged in those relationships. I don't know. I hate to not try to second guess. I'm just telling you what happened from my point of view. I had no business in any kind of relationship with anybody that where, we were thinking this is the one. I mean, coming out of my marriage and out of the life that I had let, and where I'm going next and that transition period, it just takes time. Like you just got to wait. I mean, I don't know anybody that can snap out of it. I don't know anybody that did and it was like a really successful snap out. You just have to wait. And I'm not terribly patient, or at least I'm antsy, maybe I'm patient, but while I'm waiting, I can wait, but I got to be doing something to make me feel better. Hey, Ken. Hey, Nick. And so I just would kind of go from relationship to relationship, kind of in an organic way, not really trying too hard, just happens. And the relationships were wonderful, but I was still, I'm completely lost inside. Purposeless, you guys know. I essentially live off of royalties from patents. I know most of you guys know this, but some of my newer friends don't. They wonder what in the hell I do and how I travel and why I live like I do. I am kind of a serial entrepreneur. About every, I would say 3 or 4 years, I've wandered into another project that is profitable. Let me put it that way. And then sometimes it's a little bit profitable and sometimes not very much at all. And sometimes it's a waste of money. And then I'll wander for a couple of years just doing things, doing this, doing that. And then I'll find something else that captures my imagination, my curiosity. I'll meet some new friends. I'll have some new, you know what I mean? And that's kind of, hi Chuck. And that's kind of been my life. But the divorce and all of that, I mean, that just messed with everything. It just like took me as a human, and just like turned me upside down and just shook me out. I didn't know what in the world I was doing. Things that I would try to do that felt natural before, I couldn't do. It was almost like I'd lost my mojo, baby. That kind of thing. I mean, it's like, I guess it just means you lose yourself. If you ever had it, And I got a lot of mojo. I mean, I always have, and I don't know why, but like, I make shit happen. And it's fun. But I couldn't make anything happen, and nothing was fun. And I invested myself into other people, and that, that gets complicated. So, a few months ago, I hit a breaking point. Yeah, I still have a stump grinder. Divorce will, yes. I sound like a butterfly. I don't know what that means. Is the air conditioning unit loud? I mean, are you being serious? The butterflies have I don't know what butterflies sound like. All I think of are flapping wings when I think of sounding like a butterfly. But anyway, a few months ago, I was in a relationship with a wonderful human being, a wonderful woman, and she's still a wonderful. All of the women that I've been in a relationship, I say all, it's been a few, 3 or 4, since my separation, my divorce. I don't know why I'm holding my head like in shame right now. My body language is telling you I'm feeling a sense of shame. I should have been single. I know. Hi, Darren. So anyway, I'm in these relationships, and I'm thinking there's something for me, I'm gonna snap out of this, and I'm gonna snap into that. I'm happy, everything's great, and it's just me, and I'll just keep kind of fake it till you make it kind of thing. I'll keep pushing. And it just didn't happen. I snapped, but I snapped the other way. I snapped where I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm miserable. My partner at the time sensed I was miserable, and she would say to me, "You're miserable. What's wrong? Are you cheating on me? What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I'm really happy. Your life is great. Everybody's life is great. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know who I am. I haven't had any alone time, in 25 or 26 years of my life. I'm taking care of people and hanging out with other, and it's just like, maybe I don't know." And we broke up. And I was like, what am I doing in these relationships? I can't make me happy, so then no one else can make you happy. Their happiness is infectious, and you want to but you can't. You got to kind of bring happiness to a relationship. Bring a sense of self, bring a sense of peace, a sense of calm, and I have not had any of that shit. And I've had wonderful times. I've met wonderful people. It's not all bad. I'm just saying you wander into them thinking they can be more than they can be until you're more than you can be. And that's going to take some time. How's my dad, JP? My dad is the silver fox. He's doing good. Speaking of my dad, it is my mother's birthday today. And, hi, Stuart. It's my mother's birthday today. She passed away a few years ago. And I miss my mom more today than I did when she died. I think there's a numbness that happens when someone that close to you dies. Even though, she was sick and we kind of saw it coming, and we had mourned, her loss many times. And then she's like, "Hey, I'm still here." We're like, "Mom!" She's like, "Stop crying." I'm not going anywhere. That happened about 4 times. And so when she died, it was kind of like a relief. Like, she's out of misery. We're out of, like, trying to take care of her and crying all the time because she's always sick. And then that numbness wears off, and it's been a couple of years, and then you just miss her. I just miss her. Hi, Martha. And it doesn't get any easier. Thanks, Vicky. I guess it doesn't get easier. So yeah, I miss my mommy. I loved her so much. Every time something good happens to me, I want to call her and just like say, Mom. She'd be like, yeah, honey, what's up, baby? She had a little bit of a hillbilly accent, because we're all hillbillies. Most people in Columbus are hillbillies. They just won't tell you that their family came from West Virginia, but if you're from Columbus, because it's a straight line up 23 from West Virginia. I mean, Cincinnati gets a little Indiana. They get a little of this, a little of that. But deep in the heart of West Virginia, they shoot straight up 23, land in Columbus, and, well, you get me. Yep, hillbillies incognito. Hi, Adam. So, a few months ago, I ended this relationship. We ended the relationship. She ended it. I don't know what happened, but we're still friends. We talk like it's all good, but I have no business being in relationships, blah, blah, blah. So, something wonderful and something amazing happened. It happened kind of organically. This isn't all a sad story. There's a very happy ending for any of you guys who want to hang with me here. There's a very, very happy ending. Well, not an ending, but the story has a happy ending. So I stepped out of that relationship and I went on this little thing, like a sabbatical. I don't know. It sounds like a fancy word for a guy like me to use, but whatever it is when you decide to turn off your phone, tell everyone you know that you're close to, I'm not dead if you can't reach me, and you go into the woods and you make all your own meals and you take nothing with you. In my case, I didn't take any drugs or alcohol. I've been known to smoke a little weed and sip a beer, and that can get comfortable. That you can get comfortable in that kind of stuff, and that's not really where I want to be. Anyway, I took this trip and just me, and anyway, it was amazing. It was like I got about 7 days into it, and it's just what I needed. It was amazing. It really helped clear my head. I got into this headspace that I had not ever been in before. Literally in my whole life. I'm really enjoying being single. I'm really enjoying being alone. I have never wanted to be alone. I always wanted to be with someone doing something. And I'm like, I'm ready to be alone for a little while. Not like be alone, like never talk to anybody, or not ever, I don't mean like go on a date or whatever, but I mean like, I'm just feeling good about me. I'm feeling good about my life. I can't wait to tell you guys about some work stuff that I've been kind of keeping, well, I'll say secret. It's been secret, to be honest. I wouldn't say low key. I would say it's secret. It's very, very, very low key. And it's been something I've been working on for like a year, and I can't believe I haven't told you guys about it, but I can tell you all about it now. But yeah, relationally, I just feel kind of free of the need to be in a relationship, the need to be anywhere but with myself, with my son. My son Noah's living with me, and developing really closer and closer relationships with my children has been like a real joy. Independent of my ex-wife, just my relationship with my kids, watching them thrive, and Noah living with me and getting to spend so much time with him. We just go everywhere and do everything together that we can. When he's 21, which will be in February, things will get crazy because, yeah, he'd be a good wingman. No, me and Noah have a lot of fun together. I love being with my boy, and I don't know. So I've like kind of lost interest in dating and relationships and girlfriends and sharing my life, but I'm gaining interest in wanting to hang out and laugh and have fun. But it's like a different energy. It's different. It's not like needy. It's like, I mean, yeah, it'll be fun. Let's hang out, but like I don't really need to. So I'm carrying a different energy, and it's kind of attracting different energy and creating different opportunities. I don't mean like girlfriends. I'm just like everything about my life. So I am in literally, I don't know how many more stages there will be, but I feel like I've kind of come. I'm divorced. It's been a few years. It's over. I've done the go do this, go do that. I've done all of that. I've been to Burning Man a couple of times. I have so many crazy stories to tell. I've been everywhere. I've been all over America, coast to coast, round and round, probably 5 times in the last couple of years. I have the most amazing random experiences and connections. I mean, I have, and I'm here in Zephyr Hills, happy as I can possibly be, healthy, and full of purpose because, okay, so my work, I'm just going to transition into this work stuff. So you guys know that, like, I don't, like, do jobs. I don't have, like, a job. But I do, like, work I don't have a job. Okay, I actually have a job is what I'm trying to tell you guys. For like the first time in my whole life, I kind of have like, it's kind of a job. It's almost a job. It's almost embarrassing. No, it's not. It's really, really super cool. So I've been in projects. I've led things. I've had like partnerships. But I'm involved in something. I work a lot now. I have all of my kind of work energy, my creative energy, my what in the hell am I doing? How am I going to make money? Like, how am I going to make all of that energy has like a funnel that I could never fill. Like it can just eat it all up. And it has like given me a sense of balance that I didn't even know how bad I needed it, or I probably would have been seeking it more. I just thought it would all work itself out. But the balance that has come to my energy, my presence, my life, my thinking, my whatever the hell, however you want to explain it. But it's like this work stuff. So I am going to tell you a little bit about it, but like I don't really want to talk about it. I kind of want to wrap this video up. It has been kind of long, and I feel a little talked out, and I don't want to go too much into this work show. But I will say that you guys have seen me promote an app called Squad here and there. Maybe you see me post some things. SQUAD, Squad. Many of you know that I am close friends with Esther Crawford, and she is the CEO and the founder of Squad. Previously, a different app called Molly. Esther had a company. She has a couple founders. She raised a shit ton of money, and they launched this app called Molly. And there was a time about a year ago, or before, maybe a little longer, where Molly was not performing well enough, and they were the team had kind of split up a little bit, and they were at a crossroads. Esther was at a crossroads with her company, and kind of, well, Esther had worked for me, if you guys remember the app called Glimpse, that I built with Nick Long and Esther. So we had worked together on an app before called Glimpse that later essentially became Live Photos. I mean, that's a whole nother story. No, I did not make any money off that. But yes, we did take our app to Cupertino, and I did get the chance to kind of pitch there, and they were really excited about Glimpse, and later it became a feature in the iPhone called Live Photo. But anyway, that's another story. It's a good story. But anyway, so me and Esther had that relationship, working on apps together. As a matter of fact, during that time, she actually moved to San Francisco from Milwaukee and had really committed herself to developing apps. Like, this is what she's going to do with the rest of her life or whatever. After After Glimpse ended, I kind of stepped away from that world and kind of really, wandered into other things. Well, fast forward, Esther and I are close, so we stay in touch, and we're always talking about everything. And she was telling me about, hey, we're at this pivot, and of course I've been following along with the app Molly that they were currently working on, and I knew that she was frustrated with its progress and how it was performing, excited about its potential, but couldn't really pull it off yet, and running out of time, running out of money, that kind of thing. And hi Randall, hi Steve, hi Hunter. And then, her and her, the team that she still had together, really small, just started thinking about, what are we going to do next? And they let me be a part of that conversation, is the best way that I'll put it. And over 3 or 4 or 5 months, they continued to allow me to be a part of the conversation about what they were going to do next. It's called a pivot in this world. How are we going to pivot? And they pivoted to an app, to the app that you guys see now called Squad. Squad is in its infancy. Squad is very, very new. Squad is doing very, very well. Squad is a small team of people who have built a social app that does basically like FaceTime with a really cool feature of screen sharing that is unique in all of the app world to us, up until Skype Skype just introduced screen sharing as well, so we're not the only ones doing it now. But anyway, that's a much longer story about the app. There's like this roadmap that we have for the app, and we're like literally only on like the first of 3 kind of things that we kind of have to bring together before we do this really hard push. Nevertheless, we have, I'll just say, multiple thousands and thousands of active users, and we have raised millions of dollars. There's going to be a press announcement about it sooner than later. And it's very, very exciting. And I am, so I transitioned from just them letting me have a part in the conversation to now I have a part, or I'm part of the company. So it is a very new work environment thing for me to be a part of, like kind of, I would call it an executive team rather than like a partnership or a solo effort, or I am not in charge or leading this effort. Esther is the CEO, which is really wonderful too, because I've never really been so involved in something that I wasn't in control of. And so I have found that for me it's easy to lose control when you trust the person that you're giving control to. And I think I just don't trust a lot of people. I think I'm as smart, or maybe smarter than a lot of people when it comes to work, work stuff. Like if wherever I'm working, whatever I'm doing, that's why I've always done my own things and, whatever. So I have my own view on things. I have my own take on things. And it's really hard to share that with other people. But Esther, it is not hard at all. She and I, we just have this way of working together, the way our friendship works and the way our business relationship is working, because we were both not nervous about it, but just like we hadn't really done it at this level before. And it's just been really smooth, like fun, and super productive for both of us. So yes, I guess what I'm trying to say in the most humble possible way, and proud way, and excited way, and I can't believe I haven't been talking about this way, and it's where my heart is at right now, is Squad. This amazing app and this amazing opportunity with my amazing friend and these amazing coworkers, these people that I'm building this with, this team, the amount of money that we have to work with is ridiculous, like a lot. And it's just like, I don't know how in the world, if you would have told me, If you would have told me 2.5 years ago, there was any way out of the blackness of my life, the blackness that had overtaken my own mind and my own imagination for my life moving forward, like this isn't going to work out, I'm a failure, I'm a loser, When I was there, if you would have told me I could have had any chance of being here, I would not have believed you, and I would have not had any clue what that roadmap would look like. And there is no magic formula. I guess all I would say is just be patient, like just wait. For me, it must just be time. While you're waiting, do everything in your power to do the right thing, to just manage yourself in the most respectable way that you can. Cry in public if you have to, but don't lose your respect. Don't lose your dignity. Just suffer through it. And you don't even have to have hope. Just don't completely fall apart when you're suffering through it. Don't go down the hole of addiction, self-pity, victimhood, yada, yada, yada. Just stay clear of all that shit. And say, sometimes life is fucking hard. And I don't even cuss and I'm going to say fucking, right? Sometimes you got to let yourself get real and say, this fucking sucks, but it is not here's what I'm going to tell you. You know how people have those little conversations with you about compounding interest? And they never make really any sense until maybe if you've done it for 10 years and then all of a sudden you're like, this is magic. This is not making me $5 a year. Now it's making me $5,000. Now it's making me $50,000. But you can't ever get there quickly. So most people never start it. I am not a saver in that way, a compound interest guy. I'm a balls to the walls. Whatever my next idea is, go hard or go home, all that shit. But there's so much wisdom in that, invest early kind of thing and compounding interest, just that little bit. I'm saying all that to say it applies for your life as well. Now I'm getting into it applies to your life as well. I'm getting preachy. I slip into preacher mode when I start talking about hope. Because in that darkness, with no hope of my own, my friends did not give up hope on me. I couldn't see it. My kids did not give up hope on me. They thought I was a pretty cool guy and couldn't figure out why I had my head up my ass and why I couldn't pull my rock star shit out again. Oh, you'll be fine, Dad. Everybody was telling me I was going to be fine, but I was like, I'm an imposter. They found me out. I have no grit. This is too much. That's what it felt like. But I just lay low, hunker down. I don't know what the hell I did. But I don't think I did all the right things. I don't think I figured it all out. I don't think I met all the exact right people at all the exact time. Meaning I didn't do that. If God did that, the universe did that, if that's what was happening, then I'm the benefactor. But I didn't do shit but wallow in as little grief and discomfort as possible, talk to as many as my friends that would listen, share my heart to as many people that I could touch and hang out with, cry my fucking eyes out, and try not to hurt anybody, try not to ruin anybody else's life, and just hold tight. That's all I can tell you. That's the magic. Hold fucking tight. Because where I'm at today, through compound interest, and this is what I'm trying to tell you, if you're I hate this sounds so preachy too, if you're sowing the seeds, okay, of just a good fucking person, just start there, just a good person, just treat other people with some respect. Don't judge everybody. Don't be Mr. Critical of everybody. Just be kind. Just chill your jets. Be kind. If no one's doing anything nice for you, go find somebody to do something nice for them. Just relax. And the compounding interest of your kindness and you just being you and you not falling into self-pity and you not running around telling everybody what a victim you are and how life sucks and how this person ripped you off and that person ripped you off and this person broke your heart. Get over it. There's nothing there. Hunker down, wait it out, let the compound interest of kindness, oh my God, of turning this into a fucking sermon. Somebody write the book. The compounding interest of kindness. Google it. If it's not a book, somebody needs to make it a book. Just give me a little cut. The compounding interest of karma. Oh yeah, Nick, I have a collaborator. See, this is how shit happens. You get out there, you get honest, you get real, you get vulnerable, you cry through it, and then the compounding interest of karma starts to add up. And one day, you look around and you're like, shit, I'm feeling a little better. I've got this amazing network of friends I can reach out to. I've kind of replanted my soil here in Zephyr Hills. I have new friends that I've met that I still, right? Maybe it didn't need to be that, but I'm glad it's still this. You know what I mean? I don't know. There's people who do it different, with different results. I'm just telling you mine. So anyway, I guess I'm preaching because I'm feeling a little bit better. Life is amazing. I am happily, wonderfully, incredibly single and in love with my life. And I am looking forward to traveling. I'll take a travel partner with me, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not anti hanging out. I'm just saying, I'm not looking for anybody else to complete me. I'm looking to complete myself so that I can bring that completeness to an amazing relationship. And I'm not there. Maybe in 2 more years, maybe a couple years, maybe to take a couple years of alone time, which I've never had in my adult life. And then I'll be able to bring some amazing coolness and completeness to a relationship and say, hey, let's not just hang out. Let's try to do a relationship thing. That'll be next, but that's going to take some time. And do I want to tag Rodney Vanderwerth in this video? You can. Anyway, I like, oh, hello, Rodney. So anyway, that's it. That's my update. I kind of warned you it could be long and rambly. The Wi-Fi kind of held up. I feel like I said what I wanted to say. Anybody who wants to know where I'm at, there's a record of it right here. And yeah. Let's do this.